Enterprises. So today we're going to be opening some dolls which are a bit of a surprise to me because I didn't really think I'd ever own any of these. Essentially, if you know about dolls and all the various sort of genres of dolls, you will know what a BJD is. BJD stands for ball jointed dolls, for those who don't know. They're strung, which means that they have like an elastic inside them to string them all together. They are cast in resin. They are made by artists, really. It's people that have designed these dolls and spent time creating them and then casting them. They're made in obviously smaller quantities than sort of like playline dolls. They're aimed very specifically at adults normally, and they're kind of like they can be sort of sent as like a blank canvas. You're basically sent a doll and you can get someone to do a face-up for you, or you can create a character out of this doll. They also wear wigs. They don't have rooted hair. Essentially, they're for grown-ups really, and they are quite expensive. Obviously, because of the time and the money that these people have gone into sort of creating these dolls, they are priced accordingly, which is fine. But for me, being cheap, I can't really afford to get any of them, and I'm not really sure what I think of them. I think they look amazing, but for me, I'm not sure if I would ever want one. I don't know. The jury's out. I love seeing other people unboxing theirs and, you know, what they can do to them. But for me, I kind of like, I suppose, cheaper things, really. I kind of like to not be too precious about them, and I think I would always worry that I was going to do something or break the doll. And obviously, and I know people do take them out and take photographs of them, but for me personally, I would probably be like fretting the whole time about not hurting the doll and stuff like that. So when I came across what I'm about to open today, I thought it was probably the only time I'd probably ever end up with a BJD, and that is actually these. They are BJD, sort of mini BJDs, I suppose, sort of blind boxes. I got these via AliExpress. So there are 6 dolls in the collection. I don't know if you're going to see that, but I will show you the box better when we're going table down anyway. I got 2. They were about €20 each. So they're still not cheap, but you'll be paying €20 if you bought a Barbie colour reveal doll, and I'm sure these are going to be better quality than those. So yeah, we're going to open these today and see what we think. They are obviously small dolls, and they don't have rooted hair. They have kind of like a plastic hair thing, which I'm not sure what I think about that, but they are really adorable. I should say what they're called, but they're basically Penny's Box Natural Wonderland. All the information is kind of on here. Again, I will show you this better when we go sort of camera down. But yeah, if you basically search Penny's Box and Antu, A-N-T-U, you should get results for that. There's also a boy line as well, which I think has just been released, and there's lots of people online opening those as well. So let's have a look. I'm kind of excited because they're a bit more sort of unusual than what we're used to. So let's have a look and see what they're like. Okay, so here we go. These are our Penny Box Natural Wonderland. I think that's the full title. So it basically, if you do a search for Penny's Box and also Antu, which is this bit here, and also put natural, I think that should come up with these. So the boxes are quite cute. There's obviously a lot on this that we can't read because unfortunately it's in another language. So on the back it does actually say the name in English. Antu Natural Wonderland series of movable dolls. It's made from PVC, ABS, cotton, polyester, that might be polyester I think, and fibre. And then there's lots of information about where it's made and stuff like that. And then on this side, this is the important bit, because this has got basically an image of all the other dolls that you can get. So if we can actually focus on these, maybe. I don't know if you can see that or not. So there's basically 6 in the collection. They're kind of based on animals, but they also seem to have sort of a unicorn horn thing going on as well. So there is a red panda, there's a wolf, there's a cat, there's like a ram, there's a rabbit and a bear as well. And they do have, I should have mentioned this as well, they do actually have like proper clothes and shoes as well that you can change them into. So, without further ado, let's open one. Now, I'm hoping obviously that I don't get doubles. I hadn't really thought about that. I could have bought a whole case of them in which you basically would get one of each in, and possibly the mystery figure, which is pictured here. But I couldn't really justify spending that much, so I thought I'd just get the 2 and keep my fingers crossed. So let's open the first one and see what we've got. Okay, I already know which one this is because I've just seen what's in the top, so I'm actually quite excited. So look, this is the ram. This is what she will look like when she's dressed and everything. I'm kind of pleased I've got this one because her skin tone is kind of the darkest one of all of them. She's remarkably heavy, which I wasn't expecting. Her head is a lot heavier than I thought. And as you can see, she does have this kind of moulded on hair that we have here. But no, she is amazing. She is strong. You can actually get spare hands for them because look, okay, so I'm not going to stretch it too much, but you can probably see, hopefully. There we go. So she is fully strung and everything. This is really interesting, actually. Never having even handled a BJD before, this is a strung doll. So, you know, it's as close as I'm going to get, that's for sure. It's kind of weird seeing all the kind of joints and everything. But obviously they're really well articulated. We'll have a closer look in a bit. Let's get her clothes on so she's not here sort of in a all together. I don't know if this is meant to clip on. There seems to be a bit of a gap between the front part of the head and the back part of the head. But maybe that's just the way it is. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get her clothes on and see what we think of her when she's fully dressed. So presumably you could make clothes for these dolls. And also these bodies are, now I think I've got this correct, these are Ubitsu bodies, which is a sort of brander body, I suppose, and a sizer body. So you could probably buy clothes which are for that, which would also fit them. So of course the other thing I was thinking of for these dolls, because they are a really nice size, although they are actually a bit bigger than I thought, I think, but they're still reasonably small, is that they would make really nice travel dolls and you wouldn't have to worry about their hair because they don't have any kind of, you know, hair that you have to brush or anything like that. One of the things about trying to get pictures kind of on the fly with dolls sometimes is that their hair can literally go everywhere, which is kind of annoying. So there we go, she's got little socks on now. So the dress is very cute. I think the designs for the dresses are pretty much the same in each one. It's a very simple looking dress, but it's very, very nicely made. It's got little miniature buttons on it as well, which is cute, and this kind of collared bit here. And it velcros basically all the way up the back. The hair bit is kind of rubbery on this, and then obviously she's got these kind of plastic horns coming out there. I kind of like the ombre effect on the horns. They're quite cute, and the unicorn bit is also like a separate colour there. Let's put the shoes on. Now, the only complaint I've heard about these is that the shoes fall off quite a bit. I think since they've made the boy ones, they've kind of changed it in that basically you remove the foot altogether and replace it with a shoe which kind of clips on, rather than putting separate shoes onto a foot. But yeah, for these ones, the shoes are kind of just like a separate piece of clothing that you attach. I mean, mostly she's probably going to be on a shelf, so that's not going to worry too much. So yeah, so here she is, looking very sweet. Let's put her to one side and let's see if we have a repeat of her or not. So let's put it here, remove all of this. The boxes are actually very cute as well. So yeah, let's put her out of shot while we see this one. Okay, so I'm a bit relieved because I can tell that it is a different one at least, so that's great. Ah, this is a cute one. So this is, oh, I forgot, one of them is a cow. Yes, I don't know which one I thought that one was. Maybe I thought that was a wolf. Yeah, no, this is a cow. Which seems like a bit of an odd choice, but that's fine. I'm just relieved that she's not exactly the same as the other one. So, obviously she comes with her little dress, she comes with her shoes. Let's take the shoes out. Whereas the other ones' shoes were plain, these ones have got a bit more detail to them. So they've kind of got a black sole. Oops. They're quite active little shoes, aren't they? And they're white with some kind of like the black markings that you get in a cow. So that's those. And here she is. Let's take that off. So she's got a very kind of shiny hair. And obviously she's got these kind of like buns, which I think, you know, you could say are the ears of the cow. And again, she's got the unicorn horn. That is just in black. The hair is kind of an ombre effect, which is quite nice. Again, it's kind of weird trying to get used to this whole strung effect. I've not really ever sort of even held a doll that had it before, so it's a bit strange to begin with. So what we should probably do is really have a look at the articulation on these, because we didn't really look at it on the first doll, did we? So the head can tilt. The head is kind of on a ball there. So that's always useful. It's kind of nice having the head being able to go side to side, and obviously goes up and down as well. The shoulders go out and then back and forth. The elbows are, I think, double jointed. So yeah, she can just about touch her face if she wants to. Don't know if you can see. There we go. And then the body, she has a joint in her kind of upper torso bit there, which moves around. She doesn't have a waist. I guess that kind of is the waist really for her. We then come down and she's got movement at the upper thigh or hip. They're hips. Yeah, that's hip. And then the knees are kind of double jointed there. And then the feet also are strung as well. I should mention also that the wrists are also like that. And as I mentioned before, you can actually remove the hands if you want to and change them out, but I didn't bother getting any spare hands because I never use them anyway. So let's get her dressed and see what we think of her outfit. We'll struggle with the socks first because that will at least get that out of the way. I'm never great with socks on dolls. Also, I think socks and shoes are sometimes not a great combination. They all seem to get a bit sort of lumpy at the back of the heel when the shoe goes on. Or at least, you know, I find that. Great, so that is on. Let's pop her dress on as well. So it's a very simple looking dress, but obviously, you know, some time and effort has gone into that as well. So it's kind of gathered around the waist. Again, it's basically the same design as the previous one. It's got little buttons, it's got the collar bit. Obviously this is more in keeping with her animal, which is the cow. So let's pop this on her. Now, when I was ordering these, you could actually order the specific doll that you wanted, but that cost a bit more, so I thought I would just take my chance. And as I was kind of going to be happy with whatever I got, and I didn't have any, I thought I would chance my luck and just order 2. So the shoes do go on a specific foot as well. And there we go. That is her. So that is our cow girl and our ram girl. Is a ram a unisex name, or is the ram the male? I don't know what the girl would be. What the female would be. I'm not sure. Let's compare them actually to other small dolls that I've got. So I have got a Barbie Mini Extra. Oh, so that's interesting. I wonder if their clothes might fit each other. So they're kind of the same size. The Barbie Mini Extra is actually a bit taller, but that could be because her head is bigger. But that's quite interesting. The other one that I've got here, to hand at least, is my LOL Tween. And obviously she is kind of bigger still, so there's probably no chance that she's going to be able to borrow any clothes from them. So yeah, so what do you think of these? I think they're really cute. They're quite unusual. They're very anime, obviously. I think I could get more. I'm not sure I would want to risk it, because obviously I've got 2 different ones and I could end up with repeats later on. But we'll see. We'll see. I have to say, AliExpress, this delivery, I've not used AliExpress for months and months, probably since last year. So I was quite surprised that they came so quickly. They came in about 3 to 4 weeks, which is actually quick for them, because normally my experience has been, you know, you don't get it within the next 2 months maybe sometimes. It can take a while, or it seems to take a while. 2 months I might be exaggerating, but kind of it's more kind of like 4 to 6 weeks and you get it. Although when I was ordering, it was at the height of lockdown, so probably everyone was doing the same thing, which probably didn't help. So yeah, tell me what you think of these in the comments down below. Would you get any? Have you got them? I know there's lots of people that seem to have the whole set, which is nice, but obviously I hadn't got any, so I kind of wanted to know what they were going to be like before I got more. As I say, I might get more. I'm not sure at this point. Yeah, so please like this video if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also please share the video. Share. Sharing's caring and all that. Yeah, I will see you very soon in the next video. Until then, take care and see you soon. Bye.